So to first of all, to install your GitHub account, I will come again. Your GitHub desktop on your PC, just click on your home, your GitHub page, click on home, then come down a little. You will see install GitHub desktop. Click on it. It will redirect you to download 64 bits. Okay, you can see I'm downloading it right away. Maybe I just have to re-download this. So after which you can come back. So have you all done that? Have you all done that?
Yes.
For those that are just joining, anyway, that is why we always want enough number of persons in the group. So let's go on to while you're downloading that, let's go on to how to navigate on your Google Doc. Okay, how you can navigate on your Google Doc. Now, this is your ALX intranet page. Okay, so here are the different features you'll be dealing with in ALX. I know you don't have them now,
Sir,
but
sir, please, I'm seeing your GitHub page, not your ALX page.
okay. So this is the ALX
Okay, good enough.
page. These are the things you'll be navigating with. This is your Slack. This is your captain's log. Captain's log is used just to give an update of how well you are doing. Your peers, maybe you want to have a peer forum, video on demand, maybe you want to have a video call, Sandbox. This is a very important tool. This is where your terminal is going to be, where you will be responding, you will be relating with all you need to do. Okay, servers, conference room, concepts, the concept of ALX, how ALX works, the curriculum, question review, projects. Okay, so under the projects here, these are the first thing you'll be exposed to on your onboarding. These are the first thing you'll be having. Welcome on board. Okay, can you see what I'm saying? I want you to respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
you'll
It's
be
okay.
having this. This is going to be your first video.
Do hard things. All of us who are privileged enough to be healthy, to be alive, to have education, and to have influence, our role is not to do small things and to solve small problems. The only way that we can justify our privilege is by solving the world's biggest problems and by doing hard things. We are now in an era where education is possible, information is possible. We can actually leapfrog and suddenly transform the potential of this burgeoning youth population into a very powerful force for change and for driving economic growth. Nelson Mandela once said, "Every now and then, a generation is called upon to be great. You can be that great generation." I believe that we should carefully identify and cultivate the next generation of African leaders. Then this generation 4 that is coming up will be the greatest generation that Africa, and indeed the entire world, has ever seen. But all the hard things we have to do, the most difficult thing is to keep going individually. When everyone else is telling you this isn't going to work, and no one believes in you, and it looks like it's all going to work, and to keep faith and to have the perseverance and the passion to keep going. If you are like me, you didn't get here alone. Every single person has had someone who has been on this hard road with them. Any young person in Africa, through their mobile phone, wants to understand anything about an idea they have, a technology that's emerged, they can find it. And they can use their brain power, and they can apply to solve a problem. So now one might think, of course, leadership matters everywhere. But if there's one thing you take away from my talk today, it is this. In Africa, more than anywhere else in the world, the difference that just one good leader can make is much greater than anywhere else. And so today, I want to raise a glass to those who journey with us as we do hard things. Thank you.
So, are you ready to do hard things?
Normally.
Yes, definitely I am.
Are you really ready to do hard things? Okay.
Definitely ready, right?
Go to your desktop. Your desktop. Click on a new tab. Okay. Click on a new tab like this. Make sure you have a new tab. We want to navigate on Google Doc. So click on a new tab. Have you done that? Please. Have you been able to do that now? So now come here. You can see my cursor. Come here and click this. Look for doc. You see this, something like this. You see Google Doc. Click on Google Doc. Okay. You have opened your Google Doc. Are you following? Please.
Yes, sir.
I love responses. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now. So here now.
Yes, sir.
Good. So you are here. If you're not here, please let me know. If you're not here, let me know. Okay, I believe we are all there. Now click on this plus sign. You want to create a Google Doc. Now what is the function of Google Doc? Google Doc is just like your contemporary Microsoft Word application on your Windows that you use to enter documents for documentation. So the difference between your MS and your Google Doc is that Google Doc is an online and a lifetime. You can use this for live editing. I can be working on my Google Doc right now, and you are also doing something on that same Google Doc. Maybe for an example, you are writing a report or you are doing something. There are so many things you can do on Google Doc. Maybe you're working and your boss needs to see it. There's no much time, so you would not have to use Microsoft Word to write, and you now give a flash to your boss or mail to your boss to edit and send it back. you want your boss to edit it right while you are even working, Google Doc can help you achieve that. While I am typing, your Google Doc at the same time, somebody can be editing, somebody can be editing right away. Okay, I think I have some persons that wants to join. Okay, so while you are rightly editing, okay, while you are writing, now you can see I will, so click on this.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay,
Please, sir, I want to ask. This one you said, when you are editing, somebody else is on. It doesn't mean that is at the same time.
yes, and we are going to practicalize it now, so just follow. Okay, so now you're on the
Okay.
Google Doc. Click on this you want to create a new Google Doc, so click on this. So you have a spreadsheet for your Google Doc. Okay, so now you have a spreadsheet for your Google Doc. So let's come here. Let me copy something. Just you can copy anything. Just go and look for anything on your system and copy. Let me copy the project, this particular project. Let me copy this. Maybe let me copy this tax. Okay, let me copy this. Let me now go and paste it on this. Yes, good. So I just did something now. So I just pasted something on my Google Doc. Can you see my Google Doc now? Can you see my Google Doc?
Yes.
You see my Google Doc? Very
Yes.
good.
Sure.
So in this instance, I just want to make it a little bit bold. So in this instance now, you need to label your Google Doc here. You need to give it a name. So we can just call it ELX onboarding project. So just make sure you are doing what I'm doing. Just do anything, just copy anything and paste. Okay, now we've done that. So just click your enter button to save. It has saved automatically. Now look at this. This is your status bar. It helps you automatically save whatever you are doing. So as you're writing is saving automatically. You don't have to save all by yourself. So at the end of it, okay, we are still coming to that. So now you have been given a project, and this is what you're going to be required to do. You will be given a project, and they will ask you to share the link of that project on this site. We are coming to that. So now let me show you how to share. Come here. Can you see my cursor? Can you see my cursor?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
just click on share. I want to permit someone else to see what I am doing. So now just come to this place. You see it is restricted. I have restricted every other person from seeing whatsoever I'm doing. So click on anyone with the link. It has updated. So anyone I share this link will have the access to see my documents. Okay, let me share. Let me see. Let me restrict and give you the link. You won't be able to open it. Let me just practicalize that now. Okay, everybody go to the inbox menu. I'm sending the link of that document there. Okay, sorry, I've not been able to copy that. Let me go back. Share. Link is copied. Done. So now let me now share the link so that you can see. So please click on the link right now. Let's see. Let's see whether you have access to it. Check the inbox. Do you have, can you open the document?
No.
What is it telling you?
It's telling us to
Please, I want you
request
to speak
for
loud.
access.
Yeah, request for
Huh?
access. Request
Request
Very
for
good.
access.
access.
Please, have you all tried it? I want this class to be very interactive. Have you all tried it? What is it saying?
Say request for
Okay, now
access.
let's go back.
Request
Let's go back.
access.
Let's go back. Now we are here. Let me now
Yeah.
permit you to have access to it. So here I've restricted you before. Now let me now say anyone with a link. So you can only read it. So now go back to it.
Okay.
Can you now see the document? Can you see the
Yes, we can
document?
see it.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
sir.
Yes.
Um, am I sure everybody here is active?
Yeah, yeah, we are
Please, I want
following.
you to
We
unmute.
are
I want you
following.
to unmute and speak.
Following.
I need that. I
Yes, sir. We are following, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. We are
Okay.
following.
So good. So now I have permitted you, and that is for you. I have permitted you to have access to what I am doing. So now let's go. Let me go back. There are different access you can give people. Now you can only read only memory. You can only read memory. You can only read memory at this point. You cannot do any other thing than to just read the document. Okay. Now I want to permit you to make a comment or edit. Now let me give you permission to edit. Now you are going to see a lot of disruption. You're going to see a lot of disruption on the document. Now start writing. You can just look for any
Please, sorry. Where is the link, I beg?
link for what.
The link to your Google Doc.
For the document I just shared, go to the in call message. Go to this place. Okay, come to this place. This message. Have you seen it?
Okay.
Yes. You will see this message, Google Doc. Click on it. It will give you access to the link we are talking about. So I can see that some persons are already editing my document. I can see that some persons are already editing my document. Yes. So just write your name on the document. Just to mark that you edited. Write your name. Look for anywhere and write your name. Hello. You know. Good. You can see that live while I am still working on this document, you are also having access to write. I have given you permission to. Maybe you are doing something for your boss and your boss needs to make a correction immediately. He will just enter and start writing, and he will tell you just hold on, I'm doing something on the document, and when it's done he will say continue. Or you have a meeting, you have a meeting of the whole company and it is a virtual meeting, and you are working on a document. You There's no time to start editing. Everybody can just quickly enter one or two things on the document by your permission. So
Okay.
I cannot see. I want to
Boss,
see the
please.
name of everybody on this document. Just write your name. Look for anywhere and write your name.
Please, I can't find where I can't find where I can connect to your doco.
Just click on the document and write your name.
I've not seen the link.
I
The
have
link
seen
to
hello,
talk.
I am
That's what I'm saying.
Tosin by name. I have seen I am Tamilore. Hello, I am Faizan. These are very active students. Good. In software engineering, you
Can't
don't
see.
really have much time to start wasting. It's only smart people that are doing this program. So I believe you are all smart. Your project Theophil is here. So I can see some persons editing. Okay, very good. So now you've given someone permission to edit, but you don't do that. You don't just do that. It's very dangerous. You don't just give anybody access to your let me see. I think somebody is disturbing. Somebody wants to join. Okay. So can you see that? So now we talked about giving somebody permission to edit. You can also give someone permission to make a comment. So go back to the document and make a comment. Go back to the document and make a comment on the document. I want to believe you are following.
Yes, we are following.
Okay. Okay, right now you've done that. So that is that. There's nothing much about that. I can see some persons, yes, very good. I see some persons writing. Good work, boss. Hello, I'm Joseph. Hello, I'm Tamilori. Hello, I'm Faizan. Yes, I see so many comments. Very good, very interesting. Try and mark yourself before I close the permission. And right here, you can see those people making comments. I can see all those that are making comments. I can see people making comments. You know, I can see people making comments. Okay, I can see people making comments. So I can see persons making comments. I think we have just about 29 persons online now. Okay. So have you all done that? Have you all made comments on my Google Doc? Have you marked yourself? Have you been able to write your name? I'm expecting to see about 29
Yes.
names here. So what is happening?
I said I can't see the link to your Google Doc. You don't answer me.
So can you please just send the link back again? It's like I logged that, I came back, I can't see the link.
Okay.
Nice one.
Let me send it to the WhatsApp group. It may take long. Let me send it here. Okay. Paste. So check this inbox. Check the message bot. Our time may be logging us out, so I will create another link and we'll come back again. Please don't go. Should in case it logs us out. Okay. So Hope you have been able to see the Google Doc link, because I will soon be removing the permission from it. Have you done that? Have you done that right now? Have you been able to make comments? I want to see everybody making comments on this Google Doc. There are so many spaces where you can write something. Yes, I want to see everybody writing something. Just register your name. Write your name. Just write, look for anywhere and write your name. Theophil. Yes, just write something about yourself. Just register yourself on this Google Doc. Yeah, I'm with
Hello.
you.
Sorry, I'm just joining in now. I'm very, very lost. I don't know what you guys are doing right now.
Okay.
I just joined some minutes ago, but I'm following.
Just
Okay, maybe in the next call, we can just take a quick recap for us that are just joining in.
well, it's going to waste so much of our time. That's why I wanted over 500, like at least 100 people. I have reasons why. We understand why we do all these things, so that to be easy for us. Now we are holding a very intensive class and we are having just very few students online. You can see the disadvantage. So imagine we have over 500 students right now. It will be very easy for 500 to teach 1,000 plus. So that is just it. So right now, what we are doing now, I asked you to open a new bot. Okay, I will drop the video so you can watch the video wherever you missed out. Just practicalize it. I will drop the video. You can always watch the video after this class.
Okay, that
Yes, you
would be
can always have the video. And more so,
okay. Thank you.
if you have not clicked on the subscription button, it is for your own good majorly. It's not for money. We are not making any money on the subscription YouTube page. It's just to help you. Whenever we upload any video, you will get a notification. Then click on the notification button so that you know that, okay, a new video have been uploaded, and you go there and learn one or two things. So right now, yes, we are done with that. So let me now go back to share. I'm back to share now. I want to obstruct everybody from having access to my documents. So you can see everybody writing one or two things. Imadat don't land. Rehab, hi, I am. So everybody is writing one or two things, and that is making it interesting. So I believe you have been able to register yourself on that Google Doc. So now, I want to remove your comment permission just for you to view. So this is the only thing you will give people a permission to do. You just come here and say view only, and say anyone with the link. Then you come here and say copy. You can see, just say copy. Make sure it shows copy, then say done. So now, after you have copied that, maybe after you finish doing your project on this Google Doc, you don't permit people just the way I permitted you. Just give them a permission to view. It's your fellow student that will be marking your project, not ALX. So now let me come back to ALX page. Let me come back. Now we are now in ALX page. This is a project. Okay, this is a project. Can you see the page now? Can you see this page? ALX,
Yes,
you
sir.
can see
Yes, yes.
We
ALX
can.
will be asking you to drop the link of that project you did on Google Doc here. They will ask you to drop this here and save. Let me save now so that you can see. After saving, it will come out as black and white, not red. It's because this project has ended. That is why. To come out as black and white. So there's going to be a button here to click and copy that link. Is that link now that you now go and share on WhatsApp or Slack for anybody to help you review. So anybody that sees that link will now click on it and check your work and mark your work. There's going to be but the only person that can see it is an ALX student. Anyone outside ALS cannot mark what you're doing. So you either share it on Slack and WhatsApp. So a fellow student will see it and will mark your work. But there is guidelines to marking. There's a syllabus to marking. There's a guided. There's a procedure. So anybody cannot just mark you anyhow. And whosoever mark you, his name will be on the bar. So you definitely know who marked you. So you can always go to Slack and search for the person. So that is that. Let me delete this. Let me remove this. So that is what that's what you'll be doing on your first onboarding project. So now, any question so that we can move to the next thing? Any question? Any question?
No, not really. I'm good, yeah.
Is there any question? Do I have any question? Should we proceed?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now what do we have next on our outline for today? We have how to create a GitHub account. So I believe you already have a GitHub. Now we want to see how we can navigate on GitHub. How we can navigate on GitHub. This is GitHub. So go to your GitHub account. Okay. So the first thing we want to do on GitHub, we want to create a repository. So here now it says a repository contains. Can you see my cursor? Let me broaden it. Can you see my cursor?
Yes,
So it
we can
said
see it. Yes, sir.
a
Yes, sir.
repository contains all of your project files, revision history, and collaborator discussion. So anything you are doing as a software engineer, you must always push them to your, like, this is not my original GitHub account, my official GitHub account. This is not it. So wherever as a software engineer, your GitHub account should be a reflection of all what you have been doing. Whatsoever you have been doing is going to show the summary of it, so you can always push it from your terminal. I'm going to show you an example of how a terminal looks like, but let us first of all create a word. So I want you to take it step by step. So after creating a GitHub, you have a desktop. I believe you already have a desktop that have been downloaded. So right now, what you're expected to do is to create a token and a repo. But let's first of all go and create a token. So can you see where I clicked now? Come here. Are you with me? Are you all with me? So now we want to see how we can create a repository. We can create a token and a repository on our GitHub account. So now I want you to navigate to your GitHub. Everybody on your GitHub now. Go to your GitHub account. Go to your GitHub account. Go to your GitHub account. Those are just joining. I've been adding. I would not want to waste time. Let's go to our GitHub account. Are you on your GitHub account now? Are you on your GitHub account now? Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now come to the right side. You can see my cursor. Take your cursor to the right side of your GitHub account. Click on it. Now go down, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You will see where there is settings. You will see where there is settings. To create a token, you need a token to be able to create a repository. Okay, for you to create a repository, you need a token to be able to git push, that is to connect this repo.
I can't hear you,
Hello,
sir.
can you hear me?
Waiting.
Okay,
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir,
we
now
I
the
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
purpose of creating this token is
Yes.
just like, let me give you an example. You bought a phone, and for you to have access to that phone, you need a password. So now the purpose of creating a repository is, repository represents a project. Maybe you want to do a project, you want to design something, and you call it a particular thing. You can call it anything. You can call it a Nigerian website. You can call it a Nigerian indoor food website. You can call it anything. Once you call it anything, it's called a repository. That repository is a house, is like a storehouse that stores a project that you want to do. But for you to have access to that project, you must create a token for you to be able to see what you are doing. Now, you first of all go and create that repository on your GitHub account. Then you now want to start inputting something, because it's still the project, the repository is still empty. Okay, are you with me? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
getting
Yes,
Yes,
me?
sir.
sir. Yes, sir,
Okay,
we're with
Yes,
you.
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
repo the repo is an empty project that you just name. It is the only thing you have about the repository is just a name. Okay, maybe you want to design a website for your new estate, and you call it Dangija Estate. You call it Dangija Estate. Okay, now you call it Dangija Estate website. You have not started designing it, you just call it Dangija Estate website. Where to name it, you have to go to your GitHub and create a file for it, a repository for it. After creating the repository, then you now have to create a token. Then you now go back to your what terminal. We have different kind of terminal. Ubuntu is a very popular terminal. Desktop, we have GitHub Desktop. That one you downloaded is also a terminal you can use to git push, to write codes. The reason why I want you to download it is because presently you don't have sandbox on your intranet, so that you be able to practicalize what we are doing. That is why I asked you to go and download it. Though subsequently you will still not be using sandbox, you will have to be using other terminal. Terminal is a point, just like my laptop now, where I am typing, I'm sending an information. Okay, the sensor that is receiving that information is called shell. It is the terminal that will send that information to the shell in the laptop, in the system, that will now transfer it, that it will now send it to the compressor, and it will it will now interpret it and send it back in a in a language that the laptop can understand. So that is the purpose of creating a repository. You have a project, you create it's just like you create a file on your laptop, and you send other documents to it, relevant documents to the name of that file. Maybe a file that you create for your office, maybe report on maybe you write report on HIV diagnostics activity. Okay, maybe you say HIV diagnostic activity research at Lokoja or at Castina or at Imo State. So name, you have named it, that's a repository. Now any other thing you are putting into the file, they are all directories and files that can now build up that project. But for you to be able to communicate with that repository on your GitHub account, you must create a token that will now give you access, a password that will connect you to that repo. Are you getting me? Good. So
Yes,
now
sir.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
taking time to
Yes, sir. Yes,
explain. So now let's
sir.
go and
Yes.
create a token before we now create a repo. Now, I said when you come here, for those that are just joining, you come here on the right hand side, you go down, straight down, look for settings. This is settings now. Click on settings. Click on settings. So now come to the left hand side again. Come to the left hand side again. Just keep going down. Keep going down. Look for repositories. Look for sorry. Look for developer settings. Look for developer settings. Are you there now? Are you
Yes, sir.
following me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So click on developer settings. You are now on developer settings. Please, whenever I ask you a question, I want everybody to answer. Are you now on developer
Who is Mike?
settings?
And Mike is presenting another thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
We are not seeing your screen. Mike is
Sir,
presenting.
we're not seeing
We are
your
not
screen.
seeing your screen. Who is this Mike?
Who is Mike?
Who is my Kim?
who is sharing his screen? Is some
It's Mike.
is somebody sharing screen?
Yes.
Mike, stop presenting.
Mike Alpha, go come on your screen. Though.
Okay, I think I permitted him. That was a mistake.
Abeg, please don't permit him again. And he has even left.
Goodbye, Mike.
Please don't obstruct us again.
Okay, can you now see my screen?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me go back and do this.
You can see it
You
now.
can see it now.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
see.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now let me go back. Let me go back so that for those that are just joining, you will come here to the right hand side of your GitHub account. Click on it. Look for settings. Look for settings. This is settings. Click on settings. When you're on settings, go to the left hand side and look for developers. Developer settings. Okay. Look for developer settings. Look for developer settings. Some persons are saying nobody is allowing them to come in. Let me see those that are outside. Okay. Okay, so Joshua, you want to ask a question? Hello, Joshua.
So I actually wanted it. You already doing it. I actually wanted you to do it. Try it again. But you're
Okay,
already doing
okay.
it.
So now we are here now. You are now on your personal access token. Click on the personal access token. Now look for tokens classic. This fine grain token is for special projects. So here just click on look for tokens classic. Click on tokens classic. Click on tokens classic. Are you on tokens classic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you're
Yes.
on tokens classic. Now let's now generate a new token. You see generate a new token. Now click on generate a new token and come back to generate new token classic. Make sure it's classic you click on. Have you clicked on it?
Yes, sir.
So enter your password and say confirm. Have you done that? So you can call it anything. You can say you can call it after the project you want to create. Just call it anything. You can just call it anything. Okay. You can say my first ALX token sorry, ALX project token. Or you can say my first ALX tutorial project
Huh?
token. Okay. Have you done that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay,
So
sir.
say enter. Wait, before that, come here. You see expiration here. Now this expiration is you are telling me give me, I want to do this project for 30 days. You can, if that 30 days expire, you can come back and revoke it and renew a new token to continue. But you can say give me access to this repository for 30 days, because it's a token that will definitely give you access to a repo. So you are creating a new repo now. You now say give me access to this to this token, to this repo for 30 days. If it's just 7 days, you say 7 days. If it's 60 days, you say 60 days. If it's 90 days, but you can just choose 30 days. Now, on your first ALX project, you are only going to click on repo, because you'll be using the token only to create what? Repo. Leave workflow, leave write packages, leave all this one, leave deleting packages, leave admin packages. Okay? Oh, sorry. Okay, you can just click everything just to give you permission. Click on everything to give you permission. Just click on everything. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Please, after responding, let us mute our mic. Avoid the background
So
noise.
now
Thank
you
you.
have done that. So you can now say create token. Just create your token now. Just like, oh yeah, after your pastor have blessed your bread, your Lord's prayer, they now say, can we now eat? Everybody now put it in their mouth the same time. After you have done that, you are going to see a link here. This link, I'm not going to use this token, so I will still delete it. So you copy it immediately. You only have access to this token once for security reasons. You can never come back and see this token if you close this page. So you copy it and come to your tax bar. Look for notepad. Look for any notepad. You should have a notepad on your system and paste it there and name it. You can name it anything. I believe you are seeing what I'm doing right now. Can you see my notepad? Okay.
Yes, sir. No. We're not seeing
You
your
are not.
notepad.
No, we can't see your notepad.
Okay, you are not seeing my notepad. Okay. But
Yes.
I have pasted it on a notepad. You know what a notepad is?
Yes.
Paste
Yeah.
it. That's where you can save little information. You can just paste it and say save as. Save it. You can call it anything. Tutorial token. I've named my own token. Then I'm leaving that. So, but you are still on my GitHub token page, right? You can still see this, right? Very
Yes, I can
good,
still see
Yes.
with
because we are
the
going to use it. We are
token
still going to
directory.
use it. So now let's now leave this page. Come here, come back here, or come back here and say home. You are out of that place. You have created a token. So leave that token where it is. Now you now want to create a repository. That's the name of your project. Okay, you want to create a repo. I want to create a repo. Okay, so now you come here after clicking this place. Click this place. You see your repositories. Click on your repositories. Now come here. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay,
Yes,
now
we are with
click
you.
on new. Click on new. I need somebody to share the Zoom link with those that are just joining the group on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm doing that already so that they will not be lost. I think some persons are waiting for me to add them. Okay, Jesse. Okay, so now I haven't done that. You are here now. Okay, you want to create a new repo. You can call it. ALS is going to give you a repository name. They will ask you, okay, let me go to ALX project GitHub. Let me go to GitHub projects. Okay, shell ms git. This is git. So I'm opening a project on Git.
So I'm not seeing you opening a project on Github. I'm just seeing
Yes, can you
your
see it now?
reposition name. Okay.
So
Yes, sir.
this is
Yes,
a
sir.
Git project. Now, on this Git project, these are some of the resources they'll be giving you. So all these resources are things I'm already teaching you. And by the time you read them, you will understand them properly.
Okay, sir.
So what is a source code management? What is
Okay,
Git?
sir.
What is GitHub? What is the difference between Git and GitHub? How to create a repository? Now, what is README? We are still coming to README. How to write a good READMEs? How to commit? Okay, how to commit? How to write helpful commit messages? How to push code? How to pull updates? Now, you push a code. Pushing a code is to push it to GitHub. After writing it on your terminal, I'm going to show you all those things. Don't worry, just calm down. How to create a branch, how to match branches, how to work as collaborators on a project, which files. Example of collaborator is the one we did on a Google Doc, where everybody is editing my documents. I gave you access, and all of you have access to edit my documents from anywhere you are in the world. You could easily edit, and I could see how you are editing my document, right? So that is also similar to creating a branch, but we are still coming to that. So in your ALX project, you are asked to create a README file. At the root, we are still going to see what a root is. This is the name of the project you are given, ALX Precourse. So this is the name of the repository. Okay, you have to first of all create that repo on your, okay, this repo has been created on this account before, so it's checking the repository Precourse already exists on this account. So you can write this out on your repo, but you may not have to do that. But if you do that, you may not have to do that, but if you do it, you can do it, because definitely you still need to come and do it. And when it asks you, you just uh link your GitHub account to your, you just link the repository to your intranet sandbox, so it's very to your terminal, so it's very simple. So you can practicalize this by doing this. You can say ALS course instead of saying pre-course, just say ALS course.
Your your screen is not
Okay, you are not
showing.
seeing it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, sir, I can't see your screen.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
no, no, it's okay.
sorry for that. So these are going to watch the video.
Sorry, can you go back a little bit
So
because we're not
yes,
seeing it? Sorry.
so here you can now say ALX course. Somebody is asking for permission to come in. Okay, some are coming in and going out. So here now we have ALX course. ALX course. So that's the name of the repo. Now you now come down, the description. They will ask you to use a description. Look at this place now. They will ask you to write a description of what you are doing. Create a personal access token. So you have created a personal, after creating your GitHub account, create a personal access token. You have created a personal access token, right?
So when you are reading from I can't see it too. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So
I'm all
create
good.
an account on GitHub. Create an account on GitHub. Okay, you've done that. Create a personal access token on GitHub. You have created a personal access token, right? I have showed you how to create a personal access token.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can always watch this video again over and over again. So after that, you are asked to update your profile on intranet. Like you come here and update your profile here, add your GitHub account details to it and update it. Okay, that's what you are asked to do. So now create a first repository. So now ALX precourse, that's the name of the, you can see it, that's what I'm doing here. ALX precourse, that's the name. You copy, you come here and paste it here. You can see that it's saying it has been created on this account already. So for you it will click green. Are you getting it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
if you want to create it to save your time in the next future, you can create it, but make sure your token is safe. You still have access to your token, so that by the time your intranet project comes up, you will just link it at once from your sandbox, from your terminal, easily. So right now you cannot link it. So if you create it, it will just be there, it will be dormant. So unless you have given it enough time, like 30 days, so that the token will not expire. If not, you will lose access to this, and then that means you have to go and delete the repo. So this place now, readme.
Please, I have a question, please.
Can you see my screen?
I have a question, please.
At the part of writing
Okay.
a repo name.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, okay,
I
please.
have a question, please.
The documents you're using for that, the document you're doing for this tutorial, where can I get the document? The document I'm following the step by step.
You
Where can
mean
I get the
this one?
document, please?
Are you talking of this?
Yes,
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 it's a
yes,
project.
yes,
It's a
yes.
project. It's not a document. It's going to be one of your projects in ALX. So by the time you resume, they will give, it's going to be part of your project. So calm down. You will still receive it on your dash. Yeah, it's still going
Okay.
to be on your intranet.
Oh,
So I'm
okay. Thank
putting
you.
you through now so that you will not be
All
I
right.
don't
Thank you
have
very
confused.
much.
You'll be ahead of others.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. All
So
right. Thank you.
now on this project, you'll be asked to now create a repo. This is the name of the repo. You copy it and go to your what? And go to your GitHub account, then paste it here, the name of the description of the project. Let me come here and check. This is the description of the project. This is the description of the project. You copy it and come back here.
I don't have a project yet on my dashboard. No project or only the
Yes,
Slack
for
tab.
now you cannot have it until you resume. This is just
Okay.
a tutorial that would help you. You know, by the time the project comes, you would you will not be stranded. You will understand what to do, and I will advise you to keep watching the video.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. Thank
So so right now, yes. So what were we doing? Now you are to click on public. Are you practicalizing what we are doing? Click on what? Public.
Yes, boss.
Okay, click on
Yes, sir.
public. Then come down and click on add a readme file. Don't click on this. The instruction here, the instruction is public repo, no readme, no gitmo or license. They say don't add any of this. You can see, don't add any of this. So come back.
Can't see
Okay,
it too.
sorry. You can see the instruction. They say no readme, no gitmo or license. Don't add any of this. The only thing you are adding is what? Public repository. You are giving a public permission to it. So here now you are putting it, this is private. It's only you that will have access to see the project, but you are putting it on the public domain. And here now they say don't add this, don't add readme file. The function of readme file is to be whenever someone wants to click your project, it's just like you have a church, and somebody wants to know the name of that church, a very big church, and the person gets there, there's no signposts, nothing about the church, but the person is standing at the front of the church, the person is not, there are so many churches around, so the person will not have to go in and start asking. The person needs an information just to check even before going in. What is this church, what is this building all about? Is it a church or a hotel or a hall? So merely seeing that signpost, maybe saying Redeem RCCCG, Redeem Christian Church of God, that merely seeing that simply means a readme file. That is the function of a readme file. A readme file will describe what a project is all about in a very simple form for anybody that want to click on it. Okay, what is this project all about? Okay, it's about artificial intelligence. Okay, car new so automobile so pam. Before the person now clicks on it, maybe somebody that is shopping on GitHub. Are you getting me? Are you with me? Are you all with me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
boss. Yes,
So
boss.
Yes, we are with you,
that
sir.
is just the function of a readme. So here now they are telling you not to add a readme. You don't need that. You don't need to describe this project to anybody. It's an indoor project, but you can make it public. Then you can now click. So now come here. Here also they say don't add any license. So here you now can now create a readme. I already have it. It's not going to create. I already have it. It's not going to be created. So for you, if you click on the create button, it will create immediately. Okay, let me create something new. I will create a different name so that you can have a glance. Tutorial project. Quotes what? 18. Tutorial project. Okay. So I can put a description here by saying, what description do you think we can give it? Somebody is saying he wants to join and it has been canceling. Please try and join and let me know so that I can add you up. Yes, what description can we give it?
You can just say something like ALS student 2023 July 17th, something like that.
07 2023.
Career tutorial for ELX cohorts 18 students. Right? So this is, you say your new repository will be created as cohort 18 so that is that. Let me see. Let me cut out. Good. So it's bringing out a green light now. Cohort 18 tutorial project. Good. So now this is the description of the project. Okay, can you see that? I'm not adding a README file. The reason is I will have to create a README file. So can we practicalize that now? Let me create a repo now. I'm creating a repo. Cohort 18 tutorial project.
So please, I can't see you typing anything. No. I can't see you typing anything. No. It's like your screen is just static.
Can you see my screen?
Off.
Yeah, but it's not moving. Nothing's moving.
Yes, I just created a repo now.
No.
We can see your screen. Your screen is just.
I created this repo. Did you see the green button where I click on create repo?
Okay. No, sir. This is it's just showing new repo name must.
Your screen is static. It's not moving. We are not seeing. We are not seeing any. We are seeing the screen. Yeah, we are not seeing the cursor.
Just hold on.
I think it's frozen or something.
Can you see it now?
Can you see it now? Hang. Still not seeing it.
Okay.
Not yet.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we can.
You don't need your GitHub desktop that is downloading to do this. You are doing this on your GitHub account. So I see somebody saying my GitHub is still downloading, so I'm only following the class, but I can't put to work what is being taught. Is that true, please? Is that true? You cannot do what I'm doing?
No.
No, it's supposed to be on the website now. The GitHub website.
You should be on your page right
Exactly.
now.
I'm accessing it on the website.
So you should be on the page right now. You should be on the page right now. So now, the desktop, the GitHub desktop is for your laptop, and we have not even got into that. We are still coming back to that. So right now, this is your can you see my screen right now?
Yes,
good.
sure.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Have you been able to create something like this? Very good.
Yes,
so
yes.
This is it. You can click on it. Just click on it and see what you have inside of it. So This now is asking us to create a readme and everything. Sorry, I'm trying to copy this. This is going to be useful. So can you see this at the bottom of your repo?
Yes.
Just copy this. Copy this. Copy it.
Please mute your microphone,
Copy
please.
it. I know to some of you are still kind of confused, but don't be. You have to practice this thing over and over. Okay. So have you done that? Go to your notes. Go to your notes and paste it. Control V and Control V. Paste it there. You will still be needing it.
I beg Eternity, mute your mic, please.
Okay. Minimize. Now, we have created a repo. You have a repo here now. So I ask you all to open the repo and see what you have, and you have seen what you have. Okay, so you are going to be using this to git add to add this repo on your terminal. We are going to the terminal now. So this is what you will be using to add to your terminal. The terminal is where you are doing the work, you are doing the coding, where you are writing all whatsoever you want to write, and you'll be coming up here to be seeing it. Each time you enter it, before you can have access to this repository, you must first of all git add it to this. So you need that token and your username. So now let's go and try that out. Now, I don't know if anybody have been able to download GitHub desktop. Have you been?
Yes.
Sir, please have a question. This your terminal, so the one.
What do you say? Yes.
Sir, anybody hear me? That we're using for our own ALS project will be Sandbox.
It is your sandbox
or is it another
that you'll
one?
be using. Let me open the sandbox for you.
Okay, sir.
Do you have access to
Please,
the
those
sandbox
with
now?
MacBook.
You can't have access.
No.
See,
Okay.
hello.
You can see
This
me.
screen
You can
is
see.
static
Okay. You
again.
can't see my screen now. Okay. Let me. This is the sandbox.
Okay.
This is sandbox here now. So this is sandbox Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu 20.04. You can download it too, but leave it for now. Don't stress yourself. So this is they imbibe the web terminal of Ubuntu into this intranet, not the application version, but the web term. That's where you have web term here. Can you see it?
Okay.
Yes.
I
Yes,
want to
you
ask a
can.
question. Those with MacBook, can we also download and GitHub that stuff? Those with MacBook, or we need to download the software before we can download the
I don't
GitHub
get. Please speak
desktop.
louder.
Those with MacBook, what are we to download before downloading GitHub
Okay,
desktop?
those with iOS Unix system. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You don't need to download anything since you are using. Okay, you are using MacBook. You already have a sandbox here. So just wait for Ubuntu's sandbox. You don't need to bother yourself about that. Naturally, you will have access to it, unless you want to make use of just the GitHub, what's it called? The GitHub desktop. So if you want to make use of the GitHub desktop, then you can always download it straight away. So now for
Okay.
this, you would only have access to your sandbox, and you would only need your sandbox to do all of this. So let me click on the web term, and I need to note you something. If you destroy, this is destroy now. On your own, you will see where there's going to be a green button here that will say start. When you start it,
Please, I
when you
can't.
start it, it will start running. So let's
Screen is
say you
static.
started doing some jobs, some things, and you now went and click on destroy. Everything you have done.
See when the charger inside there.
Please, I can't see it again. This
Sir,
Is
your
it
screen
just
is
me?
still
I can't see
static. Oh.
anything.
The screen is
Can you
frozen,
see
sir.
it now?
screen is static.
Oh.
Oh,
Now, like never reach 5.
2,
I just
1.
I
One.
think we are good to go now.
Hello.
So here we want to clone our repo. The repo we have created, we want to clone it. Okay, we want to clone the repo that we have created. So is anybody still following? Hope you are not lost. I'm talking to you. Hope
We
we
are
are
following.
all still together. Okay, now
Yes, but
we are going to clone. If you look at this on this root hash git, so we are cloning from this root directory. Let's copy this and come down here. Come to your notepad. Can you see my notepad?
no. I have a question in
Okay.
what we are copying. Why are we not copying from the roots #86 whatever, and we started from cheat clone https?
Wait, I don't get you. Why are we not copying it from what?
From
Okay,
where you
from
said we should copy.
GitHub.
Eh?
From
From
GitHub.
the beginning. From the beginning, why are we not copying from roots?
Are you talking about this page?
No. Go back.
From here?
Go back to
Okay.
ALS. Not here. I said here we copied from
Okay, from
Git.
Git.
clone,
Okay, not from here.
and we left the root. Yeah.
No, we cannot add ash.
Yes.
Ash is already here. We already have ash here. You can see. We already have ash here. Yes.
Okay.
So we are
okay.
copying from here now. From git clone.
Okay. But the roots are.
I cannot hear you. Hello.
With the
Hello?
figure we have. Yes, boss. I say.
It's breaking. The network is breaking.
Really? Hello, can you
Yes,
hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you.
I said in the sandbox the root hash figures that we have there is different from what we have in the ALX here.
In the sandbox. This is the sandbox.
Yes.
This is your web term now, isn't it?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. That this figure we have here is different from the one
Or
in
in
our
your
ALX.
is different from the one you have on your Git desktop. Is that what you're saying? Yes.
Yes.
Because it has a different user address. This one is designed by ALX. So it has its own user address.
Okay.
You get it now?
Okay. So once we open our sandbox through the web term, this
Yes,
address will be there for us.
So now,
okay.
On this instruction, you are cloning from this hash. If they tell you to change this hash to root cd shift and this, why is it not clear?
I did not just see what you did just now.
I think the network is breaking. Let me refresh it.
Okay, we are now in
sandbox. Sandbox terminal. The web term. This web term. You are now in this web term.
Okay, yes.
So now,
the web term.
cd shift and this. It will take us out of this place. You see now, it's giving us a different thing. And in this instruction here,
I can't see that key you entered there.
This. It has taken us outside. It has taken us out of the root. Whereas in this question, we are asked to remain in this root. You see this /hash.
Okay.
That is where we are starting our cloning. We want to clone. So let's go and clone now. Let's go back. Let's go back to the normal directory, this original one. cd, to go back, you say cd dot dot. Take you back. You can also go outside by saying cd space /root to take you out again. You can use this one too. So to go back, just say cd dot dot. It has gone back. So for you to see what is inside this cd self, we have not even checked. This cd, I've not shown you what was inside. Let me enter into a different route. Let me now ls. Good. So you see what I have. I can decide to say ls, that's list. Ls means list. I can decide to say ls minus l. See, everything is coming in a straight form. The same thing is coming in a straight form. So let me clear my screen from all these things. You are still going to get used to it. So let me go back to the normal directory dot dot. So let me clear the screen. So you see it now.
Yes, boss. But from my observation, all this thing that is coming out is always
not
the same character.
It's not
the same word.
Look at this hash, and this is different from cd. Look at cd. Can you see that this one is different? There is no stroke here.
Okay.
You see this?
Yes,
this one is added here. I've replaced this here. So to go back now, you now say cd dot dot to take you back. So you see they are totally different things. If I go and cd and clone inside this place now, that means everything I'm doing, I've restricted myself. So they said I should clone from here. I should clone from here. So let me clone from here. Let me now paste. So now you can use your up cursor to check your last command. Like I press the upside to show the last thing I wrote. It can be showing me all the previous things I wrote. You can see, instead of retyping, the up cursor, the up arrow on your laptop, on your computer. You know we have 4 side arrow, up, down, side, and side.
Yes.
The up button, this is what the up button does. It will go back to previous.
Can we also use control Z
No.
to
Just
undo?
leave that. Just use this. There are some terminals there are some versions that may not understand that command. So this, using this up command, is going backward to all the old things, all the old command you issued. Then the down command will be coming back to the current one. You see now, I'm coming back to the last thing I pasted. This is the last thing I pasted. You can see. Okay.
So can I ask this question? So for the term side, we can use the do and undo, but we should rather use
Sorry, I
the
didn't hear
arrow
you.
keys. For the term, the where you are currently, we can use the control Z to undo and then redo, but we are rather supposed to use the arrow key. That's the up and
No,
down.
you are not undoing. No, you are not doing undoing anything. Yeah, I'm just showing you in a situation where you just want to check all your previous command and you want to repeat the same command. That's what I'm just trying to show you. You are not undoing here. Yes. So yes. So now let's now edit this thing, this command, this thing we just pasted. Let's now go back to our token. Don't forget we created a token. I have to remove this, your personal token. That's the space for your personal token. Okay, let's now go back. This is what you do. You now come here, you look for your personal token. This was the, I think this was the personal token. You now come here and right click and paste. You see it now? Can you see what I'm doing? There must not be there will be an at here and there must not be space. Okay, so git clone. It must start from git clone. Look at it, git clone http your personal access token at github.username als precourse. So here now, let's do something. Let's cancel this. Look at, let me take you back. Look at, you already have it here. Look at what you have here. At github.com. Let's go back. Let me go back again. Look at it. At github.com. So you can copy from this place. You can copy from github.com here. Just copy this. Come back here and look for at github.com. You see, at github.com. You cannot delete it that way though. So you come here and delete this one. delete the github.com and stop at arts. So you now paste. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Paste.
Yes,
You
boss.
see now
Yes, sir. You
github.com.
see.
You see? So now let me now git clone. So now it has cloned. I have cloned this my repo. This my
Sir, please. Excuse me, sir. Sir, sorry. You said you just tap
eh?
git clone or just press enter. Do you wrote git clone or do you just press enter? What did you do after pressing this your at
You click enter.
git.com?
You
What was the
click
next step you did?
enter.
You just press
Enter.
enter.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay,
you
sir.
click
Thank you.
your enter button. You can see it now. The enter button. I've clicked it. It's now telling me cloning into cohorts. So. Now let's go back to ALX. You see what ALX is telling us that to show us? Cloning into ALX.
You are not seeing your You are
Okay.
not seeing your LX, sir.
He's not telling us
Okay, no, it's okay.
cloning into ALX precourse. See now it has cloned into it. So now you are now inside this directory that you created. Now you have created that means you have connected with it. Now let's now check. Let's now check. Just say ls. Can you see it now? Can you see this?
No.
No, sir. No, sir. I
Oh,
see
let
on
me
your
clear.
ALX.
Let me clear. Let me now say ls. Can you see my screen now? You see this thing? You see that it was not here before,
Yes,
it's
Yes.
sir.
now there. Cohort 18 tutorial
Yes, sir.
project. You see it? So it's now there.
Yes.
We have cloned it. This was just exactly what ALX asked us to do. So if we now want to CD into them, to enter into them, I can now say CD CO. I'll just press tab, it will bring it out complete. I'll say boom, ls. Let me check, is empty, there's nothing inside. You still get to understand all this time. We are going into shell terminal tomorrow. I will teach you all the commands you need to know, their functions and everything. So now on this video is already getting long, so let me go out of this. I've entered into it. It's just like after I will explain everything to you. I don't want to rush you. So you have done this now. You can see that you have done this now. Can you see that you've done this now? Good. Now what is now
Yes,
the
sir.
next thing they ask you? They say replace your personal token. No, these ones are not important. You've done all that. They say create a readme.md and push the modifications. Okay, they say you should do what? Create a readme.md. What did I call a readme? A readme is a short explanation to what you're doing. That's just what a readme is. A readme always have a message inside. Okay, are you getting me? So
Yes, sir.
a
Yes, sir.
readme always have a message inside of it. So we are going to create a readme now, and I want you to pay all your attention so that you will not be confused. I'm taking time to explain this thing to you. Now we want to create a readme. How do we create a readme? We want to create a readme inside ALX precourse. We must enter into it. Look at it here. Look at it. cd alx precourse, meaning change directory into alx precourse. This one, change directory into cohort 18 tutorial project. Oh yeah, let's change it. Let's change into it. cd, just first of all say ls. Okay, this is ls. You have ls, you have said ls to list, you have listed.
Screen, your
Oh,
screen.
sorry.
We can see your screen.
Let me clear and start all over again. So now you will say ls, you are listing. Is a command on your terminal. So you are using this command on your terminal to list what you have on your terminal. And when you say ls, it will bring out what you have on that directory, on that root. Okay, that root, I gave you an example the other time. You have a car, and the only way to go inside that car or a house is through the door. So the door into the car or into the house is what? Is the directory. There are different doors to different houses. You cannot just enter any door. So the directory will lead you to the root. Root, the reason why they use the word root means the foundation of that project. So now you are going into the root of the directory. I mean, of the project, of what you actually want to work on. And where are you going? You want to go into this. This is a directory. Look at this. All these things that has this color, they are directories. All these ones. This one is a file. You see this white one? Can you see my screen? Can you see my terminal? Can you see my terminal? Okay, please.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, we are still
I need
on
to
web.
know. So this white one now is a file, is an ordinary file. This one is a what? Directory.
Okay.
You will get to understand the difference between directory and terminal.
The blue ones are
These ones
directory.
that have colors are directory. So now, so only this, you want to enter into this directory that is on your what? On your GitHub. This GitHub, this your GitHub, this one, cohort something. You want to go and create a README, a description into it, so that there will be a detail of what this cohort 18 tutorial project entails. You get? So you need to enter into it and create a README. And how can you enter? You just say what? cd. You want to enter, don't forget the function of cd. Cd is change directory. So you want to leave this directory, this one you are, and enter into this one, into this room. You want to enter into another room, just like you enter into a living room, and from a living room you followed a door into another room, and definitely you have to use a different key. So this is the key to what? This room. So copy it. You may not even copy. You are a learner, so don't be doing copy. Learn to copy and paste. Then there's something I need to even teach you. Drag this so that it will be easy for you to see your screen. The only way we can enter into this directory is by saying cd, then paste. Don't let us paste. Let's type it, cohorts. Now, if you want to type something that is very long, just click, and that thing is already in this current directory. This current directory you are is already inside. So you don't need to type everything. Just click on tab. Tab will bring out everything. You see now. cd.
Please continue.
Click on
again.
Click on cd.
Yeah.
Then now click on few words out of this thing. Just say coh. Then click on tab on your laptop. Tab. There's a place under your escape button. Tab. It will bring it out. because it has already, these words is already on this current directory, so it will bring it out for you. Then this stroke that is showing you is telling you that this thing is a directory. This stroke here you are seeing means is a directory. So now let's now cd into it, like that is, let's change directory into this one. Let's say enter, click on enter. See, now we have entered. You see, before we were inside this place. Now,
I'm still saying the same thing, no.
Frozen screen.
You still showing one screen once.
are
You
you
have
not
not
seeing my
changed it.
screen?
Okay, now it has
Okay,
come up.
now before we were in this directory. Now we are in this what? We are now in this directory. CD cohort 18 tutorial project. We now entered into this. We have entered into this. Just like you want to enter a room in a very big house, you have to first of all go through what? The living room. This is the living room. This one is the living room. Then you now want to enter into this place. You now use this CD key to enter into this cohort tutorial by saying CD this. It will now give you access into this place. So you are now in this room. Now let's now check what is inside this room. Let's say ls, whether we have anything there. See that there's nothing, is empty. So they now ask us to create a readme file. That's what we want to do. They say create. You have now cd into this als precourse. Don't forget, it's not als because we are working on. We are working on a different repository I created. So this one now, we want to, they say create the readme.md with content my first readme. So this thing will be the what? It will be the message that is inside the readme file. The readme will just be empty, can just be empty, but we have to put something inside. So how do we write? How do we put something? How do we create a readme file? There are two ways you can create a readme file. Number one, you can use what we call Emacs. We are still going to do tutorials. So many. See, you need a lot of classes. Software engineering is not a joke. It's not a joke. I believe as from tomorrow, a lot of jokes people are making, laughing, everybody will start thinking. No time for jokes anymore, because you can see the introduction to what we are doing. You have not even started though. This is just intro. But if you can have somebody that can explain in details to you, it will not give you so much headache. So now, are you all with me, please?
Yes.
Let me see
Yes, sir.
who is online.
Yes, sir.
We just have 16 of you. It's okay. It's okay. So now, at this point, you now want to cd into this. So let's cd into it. Let's check. Let's create a readme file. Now there are two ways you can create a readme file. Yes.
Sir, please excuse me. Is he showing ALX? Please check it.
Can you see my? Okay.
Okay, now it's good.
So
Yes,
now,
yes, sir.
the screen, this, we want to create a readme file inside this room. We want to create something inside this room. How do we create it? We can use vi, and we can use what? Emacs. So vi has its own language that they are called text editors. They are text editor. How to write something. Okay, it's just like you want to create something, you need something to create it, and they are text editors. So let's leave okay, let's just practicalize it. Let's see. Let's go into, let's use two things. Let's use Emacs and let's use vi. We want to create a readme. To use Emacs, just say echo. Okay, echo. Then you now say, what is the message they ask you to write? My first readme. We can call it ALX. We can
Best
say
tutorial on README.
cohort 18 readme file. That's the description. Okay, so you now come here, you now click on this shift and this arrow, you now say space. I will explain to you, just hold on. Then you now say cap log readme.
Please, excuse me, is it only me or is nothing showing? It's not moving.
Is it
The
showing
screen is
now?
static.
Yeah, nothing is.
It's not only
Is it
it's
showing now?
static. It's frozen.
No.
No.
I'm coming.
I
Let
think it's the
me
network.
correct it.
Yes, I think so too.
Can some other person see what I'm doing?
It's showing now.
Yes, I'm
It's
seeing
showing
it.
now. It's showing now.
I can see it.
You stop sharing your screen, Abi?
He wants
So
to
is it
restart.
showing now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now, sometimes you may be typing and your network, your data just disconnects. You have to come back here and say refresh and start all over again. So here you use your arrow to point at the readme. Then you now use cap readme.md. So what you are saying is echo means reflect. Send this message, cohort 18 readme file. This signpost, the message on your signpost. This is the signpost. readme.md is the signpost. So there must be a text, there must be something you write on the signpost. The signpost cannot just be there for you to just say this signpost. The signpost must have something on it. So this is the message on the signpost, cohort 18 readme file. You want to send it inside this place. So how? You are already here now. Just say enter. Now, how do you now know that this message has entered into this readme? First of all, check what you have inside this place by saying, if to know whether a readme has been created, first of all say ls. Say ls. See now, readme has been created. You can see a readme file has been what? A readme file has been what? Created. Now you want to see what is inside this readme. You are still not satisfied. What is even inside this readme? How can you do it? Just say what? Cat, C-A-T, cat, then readme.md. Cat, readme.md. Enter. You see it? Can you see what we wrote inside? Cohort 18 readme file. So the cat will help you open up the file. Readme is a file, it's not a directory. So it will open it up and you'll be able to see what is inside. It's just like you take a maize. You remove the shell, the outside shell. When you remove the outside shell, then you start peeling the maize itself. Then when you peel the maize, you now see the empty shaft. Are you getting the principle? Is anything confusing here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
no.
That is just the principle of what we are talking about. Cat, readme, you are now inside this. Okay, I think that one is just so let's come back. So here now you have been able to create a readme with a what? File. Let's see, did they say it should be an empty file? No, create a readme. So this thing is you already created something. So we are doing the same thing. So now this was what we did. You can see it here. Echo my first readme, blah 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 blah. So you see it. They now say cat. Oh, let me share the screen. You see it. This was what we did. Echo my first readme. Send it inside the readme file. Then you now say cat readme.md. It will show you my first readme. Can you see it? Good.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
we are still going to do your Git identity. We're going to do your Git identity. Then we'll now push everything. That's the last thing. We'll now push everything to what? GitHub. GitHub cannot see all these things we are doing now. It's not on GitHub. If you go and check your GitHub, it's not there. If you open this readme, you will not see any readme inside, because we have not git push. We have not git push it, so you cannot see it. Are you getting me? So you cannot
Yes, sir.
see it. You can't even see it. You can't. So until you git add, git commit, and git push. Here they say you must learn how to do what? Git commit. How to write a commit message, how to commit, how to write a good readme. So now you see, now you have you've known how to write a what? A readme using Emacs language. I will now show you how to write a readme using what? VI. This is how to write readme using what? Emacs. This is how to write readme using Emacs. Then now we want to see commit. How to write helpful commit messages. How to what? Push code. And how to pull updates. We still do all of that, but we cannot finish all in this video. If not, it will be too long. So here now, here for new beginners, for you to understand properly, here now, what are we doing here? What did they ask us to do? They said, this is it.
Okay.
This is it. So, before we go to the next thing we are asked to do, that's for our identity. Let me show you how you can create this same readme using what? VI. You will see, you know we have created this readme now. You know we have created this readme.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's ls. Just say ls.
Yes.
It will
Yes,
show
sir.
you
Yes, sir.
the readme. You know this readme is there now. Now let me now use another language to view
Yes.
it. You know I use cat to view it. Let me use vi. Vi readme dot md. Inside, all is inside. If I vi in another different directory, it will not show. I must be in this directory. This one from here, code 18 tutorial project. I must be inside. I'll now say vi. Vi is a text editor. It has its own different language. So I'm now vi, and now say enter. Now let's enter and see. Just say enter. You see the message. We have gone to a different place. You see it now. Cohort 18 readme 5. Show you see what I'm saying now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So here now, you can just easily edit it. It's the same thing you want to write. But you can use different language, different text editor. We already use Emacs to write this thing. Let's assume that we just want to use VI. Now to enter into this VI and say something, now you cannot write anything, you cannot click. You have to use what? I. Just click on your I button to enter. Look at this place. Can you see this place now? You see readme.md. You cannot write anything now. It's just like that. For you to be able to enter into this place, to insert something, you will use what? Just click on I. You will see, just keep your eye here. Everybody keep your eye here. Keep your eye here and see the changes that will occur now. I'll click on my I button. Just watch. You see now, it has changed. Can you see it? Yeah, it has changed to what?
Yes.
Insert.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it has changed to what?
Yes. Yes.
Insert. Insert. Meaning I can now edit this thing. I can just play around and edit it. Cohort 18 readme file. I can add something. See how we got it right. It right. Full stop. I just edit it and add something to it. Oh, now let's now go outside. To go out of this insert mode. What are you saying?
I did this thing.
Okay.
Notice, sir.
Okay. I
Carry
think
on.
he's trying to say your call ends in 14 minutes time. Okay. So let's continue. So we should be able to finish before
Yes, sir.
that. So now let's say insert. Let's to go out of this insert mode. To go out, you can write it down. To go out of the insert mode, press your escape. You see now it has disappeared. Put your eye here. It has disappeared. Escape button. Now click on shift. Put your hand on shift. Then put your hand on column. You see, just click on column, not semicolon. You know we have column and semicolon. Just click on shift column. This is semicolon now. So you have to click on what? Shift and this, it will write. Then you now click on what? WQ. That's this one will help you to save and exit. But if you just say Q and exclamation mark, you are telling it not to save this thing you just edited. You are saying don't save this thing I wrote. Oh, don't save it, leave it in cohort 18 readme file. Don't add see how we got it right. When you say this Q exclamation mark, look at it, put your eye at this place. This is the command here. But before you can enter this command mode, you must click on escape to leave the insert mode. You must exit the what? You must escape the insert mode by clicking on escape. Then it will now permit you to write shift column WQ. Now I want to save this thing. Let's just not save it. Let's not save it. You know we've written something. Now we'll come back and write and save again. Let's see the difference. So let's not save. Let's say shift column Q exclamation mark. We don't want to save what we wrote. Enter. Now let's cat readme to check what is inside. Cat readme.md. You see that it's still this old thing that is there. Cohort 18 readme file. We did not save it. Let's now go and use VI and save it. Let's write and save this time. VI readme. So that means if you did not use Emacs, you could have used VI. You can use any form to write, to put something, to write any text. They are called text editors. So VI readme.md. So say enter now. Let's go. So now, for you to have access into this, just say I. Put your eye here. Put your eye here. Put your eye here. You see the changes. I'll click on I now. It has said insert mode. So now let me now add comma. We have done a great job. We have done a great job. Full stop. So now let's now save this thing. Let's now go back and check whether it has saved. How do we save? What's the command to exit? First of all, to come out of this insert mode, say what? escape, click on your escape button, it has gone out. Then you now
Escape.
click on shift column WQ, then say enter, say enter. Good.
Enter.
Now let's check whether it has saved that new thing we wrote inside this readme. Once you say vi readme will be created automatically. Once you say echo readme, it will be created. But you want to put, you have to put a message in what, in this readme using emacs. Echo is an emacs command. So echo this message, this message file inside what, readme.md. That's the language of emacs. But vi, you just say vi readme dot, then it will open your vi text editor. You now enter it using I to enter, write whatsoever you want to write. Then to save it, you say escape, then you now say shift column WQ. It will save and exit. But if you don't want to save, just say escape shift column and Q exclamation mark, then you say enter. It will not save. So now let's see what we saved on using vi. Say cat readme dot md. Oh yeah, let's go. So you see now, you see that what we wrote has been saved. Cohort 18 readme file. We have done a great job. Hope you get it now. How many people do we have online?
Yes,
like the whole place look quiet. We have 8 more minutes. Okay. So let's continue. So that is that. They asked us to do something very urgently. Before, I think we should be able to do all this so that we end this message. So they said we should what? Add our new file, update your Git identity. So how do we do that? Just to show that, okay, your identity is still invoked. So just copy this. Just say just say git config. Okay, git config. Copy it and copy. Oh, you didn't see.
Can't see your
We can
screen.
see your screen.
Okay, can you see the screen now?
No.
Yeah. So to update your identity,
Yes, sir.
copy this.
Yeah.
Git config, copy. Now come to this place and paste it here. You already say git config. Now they said the only thing you want to insert is your what? Your email. That's your GitHub email, your GitHub username. So the GitHub username of this account you are using is this Joseph Shamak for real. So we'll come here, we now say Joseph Shamak for real out. We want to just this is the only thing you just want to add. Just say enter, it has gone. So now the second one, you want to add your what? Your username. You want to update your username. Just come here and come back. See it. Git config global.username. What is the username? On your GitHub, make sure you create a username. Go to your GitHub. Come here to create a username. Say your profile. Okay. Sorry, you are not seeing what I'm doing.
Screen.
It's not showing us your GitHub. Okay.
So here, come here to create your username. Come here. Come to your profile. So come here. You see this place, edit profile. So here, this is where you put your name. I think this account name is Joseph Shamak name. You can even add something to bow, but here. So this is the name they are asking you. Are you getting it? Then you come down and save. So make sure you do that. So
yes,
now let's go back to where we are. So that's let's paste This is what they ask us to copy and paste. So let's paste. Paste. So what's the name here? The name is Joseph. I think it's cap. Joseph Shamak. So enter. It has been done. So now, what is the next thing they ask us to do? Add a new file, a new file to Git. Commit change with a message. So they say we should what? Git add. This is what they call Git what? Git add. This is it. They say add this new file to what? Git. You have created a new file. And what's the file you created? You created a readme file. Are you with me? We are running out of time, so we want to quickly create a. So we want to create a.
Yes,
We
sir.
want to
Yes, sir.
create we want
Yes,
to
sir.
add this thing to what? GitHub now, so that GitHub will see all what we have been doing since inside this. So how do we do that? This is the message they say we should use. This is the message. So how do we do that? Let's do it now. Just come here, copy this message, come here and say what? Git add. Just say git add. To add to GitHub, git add dot, then space and dot, then say enter. Oh, sorry. Git
You made a mistake. You made a
add,
mistake.
then space dot, then enter. You see it now, say git what? Commit space minus m. That's m means message. Okay, so you now say what is the message you want to put? Paste.
My face commits.
Be careful with your quotes. Sometimes the quotes that comes with it are in italics, so you just say this, then that's the message that is going with it. So a file change, insertion, create mode, blah 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 blah. So you have added this. Now here git push. Just say git what? Push. So you have git push. Bam. So your work is done. And now see, look at it. It said you have sent it to what? To master. It has gone to master. So go to your GitHub now. You see it there. Go to your GitHub repositories. We are done now with that. Even if it ends now, we are done with the class. So we have successfully ended the project. We have ended this project here. We have already done what we are asked to do. So it is now there. That's the end of the first project in Git. You push your first file. So with this knowledge, you'll be able to do a lot in ALX. So tomorrow we will be doing a lot of dive of commands. We'll be playing with different commands. We'll be playing with a lot of commands tomorrow.
Okay. But
Yes,
how are we
I
going to
will
get
send it
the
to the
recorded
group after uploading it
video
to
file?
the channel. Please let all of you
Alright.
try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel, so that whenever the video comes up, you would see it. So here now, I think my data.
And also, can you also please assist
Call,
with
call
those
is
My
about to end.
those
okay.
marbles?
Yeah, this is it
Call
now.
is going down.
This is it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh,
Very.
the class
Thank you.
is over. Okay. So this brings us to the end of this class. So meet you in the next class. Yes. So you can see now, this is the master we are talking about. You can see this is the master. Under the master, you see the readme. This is the readme. This is the message you wrote, Quad 18 readme. We have done a great job. Under what? Under Quad 18 tutorial project. So it is under master. Why is it under master? Why is it under master? It's under master because this is where it is referred to. New branch. See it? Master. It has been pushed towards master. So see you in the next class. See you in the next class. Thank you once again. Hope you have been able to learn a lot in this section. So let's call it a day. Goodbye.